Hi everyone, my name is Corey and I'm from Nail the Mani. I'm an at-home DIYer. Today I'm going to show you how to do this look using the GLAMRDiP at-home nail system. As you'll see in the next clip, I've used a bunch of colours. It was a lot of fun to create. Now I did have some trouble with my recording equipment, so I actually missed out recording the application of my right hand, which is the hand that I've done all the nail art on. But I did manage to capture the left hand, so you'll see a little bit of chopping and changing from the left to the right, but hopefully this will still give you a good idea on how I achieve this look. For my thumb, I'm using a French tip dip tray. All of my fingers are going to be different, but here I'm going to do 2 layers of this, so 2 layers of my base colour, then 2 feather layers on top using the aura technique. Here I'm using a precision tool to clean up around the cuticle area. Now we've jumped forward. I've done 2 layers of base colour across all of my nails, and I've also completed 1 layer of aura. Now this is my final layer of aura. I'm using a fluffy eyeshadow brush to pick up the colour that I want in the middle of the nail. I'm tapping it gently at a little bit of a height so that it creates a bit of an airbrush look rather than a clumping in the middle. Then I'll either lay my nail down into the second colour that I want to surround it or freshen up the French tip. If your aura needs a little bit more blending, you can use your fluffy eyeshadow brush to just dab around the edges or buff a little bit around the edges. You may have noticed that I've been using the soft GLAMRDiP brush followed by a stiff bristle brush. This brush is a game changer because where the powder goes, the seal will activate. Also, this will reduce your base brush from being contaminated by your powders, which then go back into the bottle. Quick light strokes of your seal. You want to limit the amount of time that the brush is on the nail while it is activating. I'll wait about 15 minutes to half an hour for that to set and dry before starting on my buffing and filing. I'm using a ceramic tapered safety bit. This is really gentle around the cuticles as that top part is nice and smooth. The ceramic bits generate less heat on the nail, so quite good for beginners in particular because they create less heat spikes if you stay in one area too long. Diamond flame bit. This is a really handy, versatile tool, great for tidying up around the cuticle when you're prepping your nails, but I also find really great for removing any unwanted product that has perhaps gotten too close to the cuticles once I've activated. And finally, I'm using a diamond barrel bit just to smooth over the whole nail surface before I seal for a second time. I've done my second seal off camera And now I'm ready for my nail art. I'm priming my GLAMRDiP nail art pen. I've pushed it down a few times at the tip, and I've also shaken it really well. Sometimes if it's been sitting in storage for a little while, the little ball inside gets a bit stuck and the tip gets a little bit dry. So sometimes even wipe the tip with a little bit of just like a lint-free wipe to get any of that gunk off. Give it a really good shake, and then draw on a piece of paper until you see that really nice opaque colour coming through. I'm using a nail polish remover pen. I purchased this off AliExpress, and I filled this with isopropyl alcohol. I'm doing a layer of base and clear to protect my nail art. Then we do a layer of seal, wait for it to dry, buff, and then seal again. Before beginning your glow application, make sure to wipe down each nail with a lint-free wipe to remove any remaining seal that might be on the nail. This can cause your glow brush to harden. I also recommend wiping your glow brush on a lint-free wipe after each time it is on the nail. We don't have to be too precise here in the first layer, as we will go over again in the second layer. Wait a couple of minutes for it to dry, then we can go in for our second layer of glow. You can spend more time on this and perfect a bit more because your brush isn't in direct contact with the seal. So take this opportunity to go over any parts that you missed and cap the free edge. Once that's dry, I like to go over with an isopropyl alcohol wipe. I don't know why, but somehow when I do this, I feel like the glow glows. And there we have it. That's my little tutorial. If you want to know about any of the products that I've used, please have a look in the description box below and leave me any comments. Thanks, bye!